Last night I went out to see the documentary Please Subscribe, which is about YouTubers, and it made me think about a lot of things, raised a lot of questions for me, some of which had to do with questions that I already had in terms of attempting to do this video project. One of the things that I already think about in general is how oversaturated our culture is with media and information and just stuff. When someone creates new stuff to put out into the world, whether it's media or information or physical, tangible objects, what does it mean to do that? What does it mean to produce these things in a way that's responsible, whether it's socially responsible or environmentally responsible or whatever else? And it's not just the producers of things that we can ask if they're doing this in a responsible way. There's also the question of how we consume. And what does it mean to be responsible? It doesn't mean that everything has to be really meaningful or share really important information or things like that. There's also a lot of meaning in how things like this can be used to create and maintain connections with people, just to share parts of our lives and help people feel less isolated sometimes. One of the things that I think is really interesting about this particular form of media communication is that this is an attempt to build connections with people in some way. It is a social thing, but the process of it is something that is very disconnected from other people. And I don't know, it just has some interesting dynamics to it. When we talk about the internet or YouTube and things like that, these are tools that we can use, and like with any other tool, there's nothing inherently good or bad about them. It's in how we choose to use them. So there are great things that have come out of these tools being available to us, and there are really terrible things that have come out of it. One of the great things that has come out of some of these technologies and these tools is how they act as great equalizers in some respects. However, just because the internet has a wide reach, and a lot of these different sites that we use, like YouTube and other things, are tools that we have access to for free, doesn't mean that there's actually equal access to use these things. So, for example, let's go back to Please Subscribe. When you look at the YouTube vloggers who have been able to make it big, so to speak, and make a living off of doing YouTube vlogs and videos, then it does raise things for us to think about in terms of who's represented there, who has the various resources, skills, knowledge, and time to do this. And what is it that we as consumers of this media care about and pay attention to? One of the things that I had in mind when I started thinking about attempting to do this project, whatever it is it possible to create something meaningful in this media format? Some of the responses that I got from some of you from an earlier video that I did, in some cases people that I haven't heard from in a long time, told me that doing this does hold some meaning for some people. So I don't know, I'm still trying to figure this out. Anyway, these were just some quick thoughts after seeing Please Subscribe last night. I'd love to hear any thoughts, feedback, comments about any of this that you have and whatever method you feel most comfortable. That being said, I challenge you to do a video response to this just because that'd be more fun. I'd like to see your faces and make this less of a one-sided thing. That's it. Bye.